The thought of walking away feels impossible. The idea of leaving the bad boy behind is terrifying because it means giving up on the emotional highs, the validation, and the hope of change. It's easier to hold on to the hope that things might get better, that the bad boy might eventually become the man she wants him to be. But in reality, this rarely happens. The bad boy remains who he is, a person who thrives on emotional manipulation and who can never fully offer the stability and love that the woman truly desires. This brings us to the final aspect of the dark psychology of bad boys and women, the concept of self-worth and identity. Many women who are drawn to bad boys might struggle with issues of self-esteem and self-worth. They may believe that they can only find love in chaotic, unpredictable situations. And as a result, they end up settling for relationships that reinforce these negative beliefs. Their identity becomes tied to their ability to fix the bad boy or to receive validation from him, even though this doesn't bring them the true love and fulfillment they seek. Over time, this takes a toll on a woman's emotional well-being. She may start to question her worth and whether she deserves a healthy, stable relationship. She might internalize the bad boy's emotional neglect or criticism, believing that she isn't good enough or lovable enough to receive consistent love and care. This creates a vicious cycle of self-doubt and insecurity, making it even harder to break free from the bad boy's grip. The key to breaking free from this cycle lies in understanding one's own worth and developing a sense of self-love and self-respect. Women who are able to recognize their value and set boundaries are less likely to be drawn into toxic relationships with bad boys. They understand that true love isn't about chasing someone who is emotionally unavailable or unpredictable. It's about finding a partner who can offer consistency, respect, and mutual care. As we continue to explore the dark psychology of women and bad boys, it's clear that the attraction is rooted in deeper psychological needs for validation, excitement, and emotional intensity. However, it's equally clear that these relationships often lead to emotional manipulation, dependency, and self-doubt. The key to breaking free from this pattern lies in recognizing these psychological dynamics and understanding the importance of self-worth, emotional stability. Breaking the cycle of attraction to bad boys isn't easy, but it's possible. And it starts with understanding the deep-seated psychological patterns at play. Women who find themselves continuously drawn to bad boys may feel trapped in a cycle they can't escape. But acknowledging the underlying psychological dynamics is the first step toward reclaiming control over their emotional lives. The allure of the bad boy is often rooted in the need for excitement, validation, and emotional arousal. But these feelings, while intense, are not sustainable or fulfilling in the long run. One of the most important steps in breaking free from this toxic cycle is self-awareness. Recognizing why you're attracted to certain types of men is crucial in understanding your own emotional needs. Are you seeking excitement and adventure because your life feels predictable and mundane? Are you chasing after the bad boy's affection because you're trying to fill an emotional void or to validate your self-worth? Understanding these deeper motivations allows you to examine whether they are healthy or whether they are rooted in unresolved emotional issues from the past. Once you've identified the emotional needs that drive your attraction to bad boys, the next step is to start filling those needs in healthier ways. Instead of relying on chaotic, emotionally draining relationships to feel validated, focus on building your own self-esteem and sense of worth. This might involve working through past emotional wounds, seeking therapy or counseling, or engaging in self-care practices that help you cultivate a stronger sense of self-love and self-respect. When you recognize your own value and worth, you become less likely to settle for relationships that diminish those qualities. Equally important is setting boundaries, both with yourself and with others. Boundaries are essential for maintaining emotional health and protecting yourself from being manipulated or taken advantage of. Setting clear boundaries means not accepting behavior that undermines your worth or disregards your emotional needs. If you find yourself drawn to a bad boy who isn't offering the stability, respect, and affection you deserve, it's important to have the courage to walk away. It's not easy, but it's necessary to preserve your emotional well-being. Another critical aspect of breaking free from this cycle is developing healthier relationship dynamics. Many women who are attracted to bad boys may have had limited exposure to positive relationship models growing up, or they may have been conditioned to believe that love is supposed to be difficult, unpredictable, or even painful. It's important to challenge this belief and recognize that true love is not about chasing someone who is emotionally unavailable or unreliable. Real love is built on mutual respect, trust, and emotional support. It's about finding someone who appreciates you for who you are, someone who is ready to commit and invest in the relationship equally. One of the most empowering things you can do is to redefine your idea of what love looks like. Love isn't about chaos or drama. It's about finding a partner who adds to your life in a positive, uplifting way. The right person will bring out the best in you, not keep you in a constant state of emotional uncertainty. As you grow and evolve, you will begin to realize that a relationship built on stability, trust, and genuine affection is far more fulfilling than the thrill of being with a bad boy. Over time, as you begin to prioritize your own emotional health, self-respect, and happiness, the attraction to bad boys will begin to fade. You'll start to recognize that the qualities you once found alluring, unpredictability, dominance, and emotional intensity, are not as fulfilling as they once seemed. You'll begin to value emotional stability, mutual respect, and communication. And with this shift in perspective, you'll open yourself up to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Ultimately, the dark psychology of women and bad boys is a powerful reminder of the complexities of human attraction. It's a reminder that our emotional needs and desires are deeply ingrained in our subconscious, and that sometimes those needs can lead us down unhealthy paths. However, it's also a reminder that we have the power to change. We have the ability to break free from toxic patterns, to reclaim our emotional well-being, and to create relationships that are fulfilling, stable, and healthy. So, if you find yourself caught in the cycle of chasing after bad boys, take a step back and reflect on your emotional needs. Recognize the psychological dynamics at play, and understand that true love doesn't come from chaos or emotional manipulation. It comes from self-awareness, respect, and mutual care. You are worthy of a relationship that nourishes you, uplifts you, and helps you grow. Don't settle for anything less. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery and emotional growth, remember that you are not alone. Many women have faced the same struggles, and many have successfully broken free from the hold of bad boys. It's a process, and it takes time, but it's worth it. The healthier, more fulfilling relationships you seek are out there, waiting for you. Relationships that will help you become the best version of yourself. So embrace the power of self-awareness, set your boundaries, and prioritize your emotional well-being. In doing so, you'll not only break free from the dark psychology of bad boys, but you'll also open yourself up to the true, lasting love that you deserve.